And welcome to the LV Home Experts Radio Show, where we talk about real estate and financing every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So today we got a special guest. We got a lot of things that we want to talk about, market update. But I want to introduce you to my co-host, if you guys don't know who he is, the king of kings when it comes to financing, the gurus of all gurus, Dan French. What's up, buddy? How's everything going?
Good, man. That was a good intro.
Oh, you liked it, huh?
Yeah, you've been working on that, haven't you?
Not really.
That was smooth.
Sometimes I will get it, and sometimes I just don't get it. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's just like that.
It's hard to run a show.
Yep.
And also start the show. Mm-hmm. Pretty hard, dude.
No, it is, because you do have a show too as well. I think it's every Tuesdays and also every Saturdays, right? Is that what it is?
People catch it on the rewind too a lot, you know?
Yeah.
Like where it's like not streaming live, so Dan French.
That's right. So check out Dan French every Tuesday, every what?
Saturday.
Tuesdays, Saturdays, at what time?
10 a.m. Saturday, and then Tuesdays it's 5:30.
Support the love, support the cause, because what it is I'm getting revenue from it too as well. It's all about the royalties.
There you go.
But today we have a special guest, right? This is Women Power today, Women Power Week. So we have a special guest. Her name is Sharon Cho. Is that correct? Or did I screw that up again?
No, that's right. Sharon Cho.
Sharon Cho with Schofield Realty. How's everything going?
It's going.
Yes.
So happy to be on today.
What's going on?
I know. She looks so excited.
I'm very excited.
Yes.
Oh, earlier before the show started, we actually were making some Vietnamese commentaries. I thought that was a very fun name.
Hey, isn't Po? Or pho?
No, pho.
It's pho.
It's not even.
Oh, it's pho.
Yeah, you got to say it right.
Pho?
No, it's pho or Jennifer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, for all the guys that have been following me for some time, you guys know how much I love Vietnamese food. And matter of fact, I probably eat Vietnamese food maybe about 4 times a week. That's how much I love pho.
4 times a week?
I just had some last
That's much
night.
love.
Did you really?
There.
Well, I was trying to go to Saigon 8, but they closed too early.
Oh, really?
And District 1, my favorite place, is always closed on Tuesdays. I don't know why. So I ended up going to Viet Noodle Bar.
The Viet Noodle Bar.
On the Spring Mountain.
On the Spring. Oh, my God. I love her accent.
Hey, you go up Spring Mountain. That's like Chinatown, man. You got your choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, everything Asian is within Chinatown.
Everything?
Koreatown, Japan.
There's nothing you can't miss if it's going to be Asian style food, right?
Correct. Mm-hmm. Everything's on Spring Mountain, Chinatown. Yes.
So, guys, what is going on around the world today?
Lots.
I know, it's crazy.
Lots of things happening. Rents are up 27% here in Las Vegas year over year.
What's going on around the world, not Las Vegas?
Well, we're talking about Vegas real quick.
Not right now.
Oh, I don't know. What's going on around the world?
Hey, Dan, did you not listen to the format?
I thought I was leaving that up to you, Sharon.
Well,
I mean, obviously you guys have to watch the news, right? Or social media.
Yeah,
I mean, what's going on?
I don't know, but everything's going on in the world. I don't want to get too political, but I don't know.
Well, I mean,
it's just a mess.
Well, I mean, we got Afghanistan got taken over.
Oh, I mean, there you go.
There you go.
That has an impact on rates.
Let me tell you something about that. I was watching the video footage of some of that stuff. It is a little bit scary, man.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is that I am so appreciative living here in the United States and where I don't have to go through that whole situation. So you know what? I'm like so blessed, and all the people that live here, you better understand the position that you are in.
This is true. I think we should be grateful.
And that's what I'm learning from this. Like, I see that, and I picture, imagine if you and your family was going through that situation. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think too, like, I don't know. It's just a big thing where you got to look at the whole picture of how it could affect us here.
Yeah.
What do you guys think how it would affect us here a little bit? I mean, obviously, is it really going to make a big impact though here in the U.S. by having that happen?
I mean, I don't know. You're the lender. It starts off with the financing.
I know.
Well, listen, I think it will, obviously. But, I mean, was there a reason we're over? The reason I'm bringing this up is we were over there. I think we spent $2 trillion.
Yeah, and we were there for 20 years.
We were
20 years, and we lost all of that in 7 days.
Yeah.
Roughly. So was there something over there? I always think, is there some resources or something over there that we wanted?
Obviously, look, the reason why we conquer or colonize, or not colonize, another country is because of their resources. That's the only reason. That's just the bottom line. But
so
the question,
did we get what we wanted?
well,
That's
here's
what I'm
the
thinking,
number one
right?
question. And the question is, why did we just get up and leave so fast? There's probably a reason behind that we just don't know about. Right? So it's like, okay, we can have an opinion, but we don't have all our facts.
Correct.
And I'm not saying this to be on the red side or the blue side, because I could care less.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, right, whatever your thoughts are, right, doesn't matter.
Well,
it's this. It's what's going on in the world, right? The political game. And you got to play your own game. So basically what's going on in the world today, you got to create your own little world, and you always got to shift and adapt. That's why we talked about this. Pivot and profit. So look, guys, if you guys haven't got your shirt yet, get the pivot. Yeah, get the merch. I got to plug that in because it's such a cheap
Merch
plug.
up, dude.
Can I get one, please?
Yeah.
Size small, please.
No, but I
Size
mean,
small.
here's
We get you a size small.
Here's what you look at.
Yeah.
You look at when you're across seas like that, though.
Yeah.
Like if you had that much time, wouldn't you have something built a little bit to sustain something like that? Because I feel like it went from 0 to 100. Everybody's just chaos, and everybody's fleeing the country, and everybody's, I'm out, and everybody's like, okay, if I don't jump on this plane, I'm gone too. So I don't know how you sit over there, or not sit over there, but how you set up a structured plan, supposedly, for 20 years, and then it just dissipates like that. I don't know. Also, too, Florida has had a high number of people dying from COVID.
Yep.
And, I don't know if that's going to stop at any time.
Especially with the Delta
That's
virus.
coming through.
It seems like they were saying statistics. I don't know how true this is, but they were saying that the age of 30 and below are more prone to get it, and they can see the effects. And they were saying that once you get it, it could literally affect your health in the long run.
I did hear that too. Actually.
Yeah, and they also too, there's something else I want to talk about globally. This is globally. It's not just Vegas. The rental recovery, I think it was like a rental recovery act or something that came out.
Yeah.
They had like $45 million, I believe, that they had for this. And I think this was in March, and we've only spent like $5 million of it.
Well, yeah, I know that every state got the money.
Though.
No, you're right. Every state got a certain amount, but obviously it had to go through everybody's hands before it went down. I mean, obviously, now we're getting
but you
got to
think, okay, we're still $40 million, and this thing's going to end, maybe in October, right? Because it keeps getting pushed down.
I know.
So where's that money going to go? If we spent $5 million in 3 months, where's the rest of that money going to head to?
Well, whoever has it, give me a call, because I definitely would like to sell a piece of real
Because
estate.
something's not getting dispersed, and you got a lot of people, especially here locally, there's a lot of people with conflict, which you have tenants and you got landlords.
Yeah.
Tension's happening right now.
So what's going on around the Las Vegas Valley?
What I know is my favorite brand, Loewe.
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 It's Loewe, by the way.
Loewe.
It's the name's German. That's why the W's pronounced the V.
What is that, by the way?
It's a brand. I'm wearing their shoes right now.
Oh, my
so
God.
they got shoes.
Yeah. Well, they got nice.
She's like, yeah, let me see that. Let me see them shoes, man.
Look.
Dang.
Yeah, they're called runners. They're called flow runners, guys.
Oh, is it comfortable? Because it looks pretty comfortable.
Super comfortable.
How much is it for something like that?
I think it was like $8.90.
Oh my God, you so bougie. Let me get one of those.
$8.99. I'll take 3.
$890.
I'll take them
Oh my
home.
gosh.
$8.99?
$890.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I thought you said something about the Chanel.
Well, Chanel also is. They went under like renovation, like they're remodeling their whole store. So they were in a temp store, but they're going back to their original store.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to be humongous.
Now, where's that store located at?
It's at the Wynn, and Loewe is at the Wynn as well.
Okay.
They're both my favorite.
You want to
brands.
know something?
What is it?
I have no clue what name brand that is. That's like, I'm not like plugged in, so I don't know. I think where I shop at, I'm going to tell you, my level right now is just Coach. Okay.
I was going to say Ross.
Now, let me say this.
Ross is the deal, bro.
As you can see, I have a Coach bag.
That's
right?
an awesome bag.
But
yes.
But I do love Versace.
Yeah.
I don't wear the clothes.
But is it sunglasses?
Oh, I got the I got the sunglasses. I got the sunglasses, and But for me, I pretty much have like the belts. Like I love the belts.
Oh, with the Medusa face on it.
like that.
Oh, dang. Okay.
That's me.
Oh, there's a Medusa face. Where did
I call
on the
her the
buckle or
Medusa.
something?
Yeah, it's on the
I was
buckle.
gonna wear it today, but it just wasn't matching my outfit. So I was like, ah.
So like
Pivot
where does that line
and
break
profit.
off? Like, I got a question. Where does
Yes.
that line break off? Like, it's like I got so much money to allocate towards certain things and certain, maybe amenities or something I want.
Yes.
Purse.
Yes.
When does that stop? Like, where do you like? You know what? I'm not going to go past 1,500. I just can't do it. Is there a line right there where it stops?
when my account is at 0.
See, the way my account works is I have to transfer money from my savings.
But I mean, is there a limit, right?
Well, no. Yes, I guess. I don't know.
Well, if you like it, buy it.
Yeah, if you like it, buy it. Like, for instance, I have this purse here.
Yeah.
It's
Let's see it. Let's show the audience.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a nice
it's
purse.
a normal Chanel bag.
Yeah, I'd rock that.
Yeah,
So
No,
you
but-
could justify it because you work hard, probably, right?
that too, and it's quality.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying
Right.
it's not quality.
No, I'm just saying it lasts.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Now
It's shiny.
Now let me give you an example. Okay, I've got 4 Louis Vuitton belts. They're about like 600. I'm sorry, not Louis Vuitton. Let me correct yourself. The Versace belt.
yes.
But they're about like 550, 600. However, I wear them all the time.
Yes.
So it's like $1
Yeah,
cost per
let me-
average.
let me ask you this,
However, well, let me finish.
Dan has
I
a lot
couldn't
of questions.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He's a
'Cause
jerk
I got-
sometimes.
well,
he needs to knock
I
it
want
off.
to ask you about that belt.
Well,
thing.
hold on for a second. Let me finish. Okay. So like a shirt, if it's like $1,000, I won't buy it because the shirts just
I
don't
kinda
last.
agree with that.
It doesn't last long. So just depending on the product.
Yeah, I thrift my clothes, so I agree with you.
Yeah, so it's case by case basis. Like I have a nice wallet here, right? See, I love
look
I
at
love
that.
Versace. See,
Yes.
I'm bougie sometimes.
Yeah.
Hey. So I
Hey.
mean, this is pretty pricey, but I could see myself using it. But
Yes,
now, what's your
Dan,
question?
What is it?
Well, first off, I got the new Apple iWatch 6.
Oh, see, I got one
see.
of those too.
See,
Bam.
So you can't say that.
Oh, all 3 of us.
Yeah.
Show it. Oh,
So-
look at
You
this.
guys
Now,
see
now
it?
we're acting all bougie now.
I know.
I know, but what I'm going back to is on a belt, wouldn't that wear out? Like those holes would wear out, and so I'd be like, I don't know if I want to buy a $600 belt because.
Well, I mean,
Now
if
it
you
won't-
got
it
a
won't-
belly, yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, like, wouldn't it wear out?
I don't know. I'm just making jokes. I mean, it would, but that's
would
why
wear out.
Here's the thing. That's why I have 4 of them, right?
Can you put some like lacquer on it or something?
No,
So-
man, they ain't doing all
No,
that. But look, I already had that belt for like 2 years. But I also take care of my stuff too as well. Okay.
That you do.
But here's the thing: we got some special announcements that I want to talk about. First of all, let's talk about Facebook, TikTok, and also Twitter, and also Instagram. We hit over 5,000 followers, so I want to say I do appreciate that. And if you guys want to see exactly what's going on, real time, right? Go to the Instagram and also follow us too as well. Another thing that I want to talk about is the format of the YouTube channel. Okay, I just sent out a poll today, right, on the community page, and I want you guys to go out to the community page and put a poll here, okay? Let me go to my community page real quick here. So basically on my community page on the YouTube channel, it says, do you like the new format of the channel, right? 64% says no, I just want straight video home tours. And the other 36%
Really?
says that I like the new format of the channel. And this is out of 232. So I recently just posted this 2 hours ago. So I'm going to wait till it probably hits about maybe like 2,000. And the way that this thing is going right now, it seems a lot of you guys like the original channel where we just do video tours. So this is just a thought process, okay? I think we may just end up creating a second channel, okay? Then from the second channel, that's where I'm going to put like all my vlogs, real estate, lifestyle, just the things that we've been filming. Then on the original channel, I think what we're going to do is that we're just going to have just only video tours. So let me know in the comments below if that's something that you guys would be interested in. Also, another thing I want to talk about is when you guys have some free time, what I want you guys to do is go over to our Google page, right, or business page. All right, let me pop this up on the screen here with the 3 of us. When you guys have some free time, right now we're trying to grow this, all right? So we have only a total of 10 reviews. Like our goal right now is to get up to 100. So whenever you guys have some free time, what I want you guys to do is come to this site right here off to the side, and I want you guys to do a review on here, right? So we're gonna do a review. So you're gonna come here, you're gonna click this. But look at this. I mean, we have great positive reviews, and I want you to write a review for us right here, okay? Because that's definitely gonna help out our channel, okay? So I would really, really appreciate that. Now, also, another important thing that I want to talk about is that our special guest, because it's not about us, it is about her.
Yes, it is.
Sharon
Thank you so much.
Cho.
Yes.
With Schofield Realty. So let's talk about this. How long have you been living here in Las Vegas?
I've been living in Las Vegas for 14 years now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Your parents were in the military, right?
Yes. My father served for the U.S. Army, so we moved around everywhere. So when when I go to job interviews,
Yeah.
they're like, "What's your strength?" And I'm like, "I adapt well to new environment." They're like,
Oh, I love that.
"I know, but seriously?" They're like, "I mean, but really?" And I'm like, "No, really." Like,
Yeah.
we moved around so much that
You got to be a good communicator.
yes, that too, and it was a hot mess growing up. You
So
know,
where were you born?
I was born in Korea, Daegu, Korea.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of the country.
I
We have
love
a little
kimchi.
accent. Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you should try it with pho sometimes. It's actually pretty good.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Man, Korean people always bring their side dish of kimchi in their bag and take it out at the pho restaurant.
Oh, they bring it into the restaurant?
Yeah, the pho restaurant lady's like, what the?
What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Dude,
That's
whatever.
like
Dude, you have such a great accent. Remember, who's that comedian, that girl that's Hispanic?
Yes.
What is her
I
name?
don't know her name.
Oh,
you should look it up.
Yeah, you should
yeah.
look it
Hey,
up.
give me that accent real quick. You like the nail.
I have to be I don't know. It's
You're so good at it. I like the nail.
You like earlier. It was something else. I can't do it right now.
It's like she kind of paused it. You like the nail.
Yeah.
Man, she was good at that.
Yeah,
Had
she
me
did good.
rolling.
She's definitely got a good accent for that, for sure.
But yes, my father served for the U.S. Army, so I was everywhere. But I moved
Cool.
to Vegas, 14 years ago?
Okay, so
more.
was your parents stationed out here?
No.
Or they retired or what happened?
My father retired, and we ended up in L.A., like
Oh, really?
smack in the middle of K-Town, L.A., you know?
So you guys were transitioning a lot, huh?
Yes. And then I was staring at them one day. I'm like, I can't live with y'all. And I'm like, bye. And I drove down here all by myself.
How old were you when you bounced?
I bounced when I was, oh my gosh, I'm so old. I bounced when I was 26.
26.
Yes. Okay, there you go. You can do the math.
Where were you living
25.
at 26?
LA.
LA.
K-Town, yeah.
How was K-Town?
Let me tell you, it's super expensive, stupid expensive. Like,
Yeah.
I was living in, it's not even a studio. You know, bachelors, like where you literally go in, the bathroom's right there and
Yeah.
the kitchen's
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there. You have like little small spaces. To
Oh my
sleep.
gosh.
And that was $900 back then.
Wait, you had to share a bathroom?
No. I'm saying like literally it's not a studio. It's called a bachelor. Like
Okay.
it's smaller than a studio.
Really?
And you walk in, the bathroom's right there. The kitchen's right there.
Is
Yeah,
it like all open? Or is it like the bathroom's actually
no, the
sectioned
door.
off?
Yeah, it has a door, not sectioned off really. But
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
it's so expensive. It was $900 back in 2000.
Well, I guess that's not bad living in LA, right?
In 2000, what? Yes, it is bad.
was it?
Yeah,
Was it?
expensive.
I wonder how much is it now?
You know what's weird is
That place is probably like $1,500.
Oh, yeah. Now that would
Yeah.
be pretty pricey.
yeah, but that wasn't too long ago, was it?
She said 20 years ago.
Yeah. No,
She's old.
I'm old. Yeah, I'm
I didn't want to
ancient.
say that, Chuck.
Anyways, yes, that's
So
where I'm
you
from.
moved up here.
Yes.
So you said, hey, I'm going to get out of here.
Yeah,
so
I'm
when you
getting
came
out.
out here, what did you
Yes.
end up doing?
I had no idea. I went to a place where they just find jobs for you, and I ended up being a receptionist at a vocational school.
Mm-hmm.
Like we offered classes like for medical assistant, medical billing assistant, massage therapist. You know,
Okay.
You know when you watch like the what is the commercials? Like, have you thought about being a massage therapist?
Okay.
Yeah.
So this was like 2003, 2004?
No, this is like 2007.
So you know you're sitting home when you see those commercials too. They only come on in the day. So you're like, I got no job yet. I'm just okay. Wait,
But that's what
something's
we're
telling
going
me
for. We're
something.
telling you to come get your vocational degree and get a job.
Oh, my God.
But yeah,
So how long were you doing that?
I wasn't doing that for so long, and I got promoted to becoming an admissions representative. So I actually
Yeah.
start talking to the students.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
nice.
just picking up phone calls.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, do you guys want to like better your life? You know, like become a medical,
Yeah.
assistant. You know, you can also learn phlebotomy and
Oh, my God.
Wow.
learning all these long, hard words. And I'm like, whatever. But I've been doing that. And then I finally got into luxury retail.
Okay.
I went out
So
to
that's how you kind of got the taste of all the nice stuff.
yes, this is true. So I went to the a bar on 215 and Jones. What is that bar?
PJs.
No, Sierra
Damn,
Gold.
if you knew that, Dan, I was gonna be like, damn.
No, it's Sierra Gold on 215 and Jones.
She looked at me. I was just like,
What's PJs? So I went there, and my friend said, I have a friend coming, and then his wife ended up being an assistant manager for a boutique that was owned by Gucci Group.
Okay.
So they're like, I like your personality. Let's try this. So my first gig was at a brand called Bottega at the Crystals Mall,
What did
which
they
is
pay
next to Vidara. You
What
know?
was it? The commissions? Is that how it was paid, or is it by down?
No, you get salary and then you get commission. But
Wow.
it was, oh my God, let me tell you, it was so scary. The first time I sold my $6,000 handbag,
Yeah.
I'm sitting there and I'm just holding it. This lady's like, what are you doing? I'm like, do you want it? She's like, yeah. She's like, I want the jacket too. I'm like, this lady's about to drop $20K on a jacket in her
Like,
hand.
So what's
Like,
the
what?
percentage? What is the percentage on something like that back then?
Cannot tell.
Oh, okay.
oh, is
Yeah.
that something you
Is it
signed?
okay? So let me ask you this:
Oh,
Is it more than
wow.
3%? That's all we need to know.
I cannot tell.
Okay. So
No
you
comment.
actually, so basically,
Yeah.
it sounds like in the luxury retail market, you make more as a salesperson versus a real estate agent, right?
You can. Yes, you can.
Wow.
You can, but
So-
not more than the lazy realtor.
Okay.
Let me say this. What's your hours look like?
Oh my gosh, it was so crazy. This is what pre-COVID, right?
Yeah.
So we open at 9 and we go till midnight.
Oh wow. So the good news is
Yes.
that you're building your sales skills, obviously.
I did.
Okay.
I was
How
able
long
to.
were you doing that for?
I did that for 10 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So when did
selling.
you transition on over to real estate? So that tells
5
me that
years
you're about
ago.
36 at this point.
Okay,
So
but
now
anyways, it doesn't matter.
It's all right. You're Asian. You look good.
This
Asians
is
always
true.
look young. Okay.
Yes,
so
yes.
let's go back. Okay.
Yeah.
So now, when did you decide that you wanted to get into real estate?
5 years
and
ago.
why?
5 years ago. Why? Oh my goodness. I hope none of my old managers see this. I was so sick and tired of retail. Like,
oh, really?
just like I couldn't, like, once you go into the hotel, like, you don't get to see the sun. You never, like, you don't get to see anything. It's
Yeah.
just like 24 hours. It's alive. People are at, 100 miles an hour
Sure.
all day, every day. And one day I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Like, it's either in the morning, you get like the yoga moms who's like, and then at night you just get all these drunk people. I mean, nothing wrong with being drunk, but it's just like, I don't want to do this. And if I'm going to, I want to do something where it's for myself and I can manage my own time, but still selling.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what can I sell? What can I sell? And then I saw I was sitting down and I saw a lady on, those commercials, like local commercials.
Yeah.
Have you thought about selling your house? I can do it for 1%. I'm like, really? 1%? That sucks. I'm like, why is she doing it for 1%? Is she not doing any work? Whatever. So I was like, I want to do that. And
Yeah.
I want to be on TV and be like, have you thought about selling your property for 1%?
Yeah.
So literally I went to Key Realty. I don't know. Am I allowed to drop all these
Yeah,
names?
of
Okay.
course. I went to school there. I thought it was a great school.
I thought it's an amazing school.
Yeah.
So I went there and I'm like, oh my gosh, everyone's crazy in here because they're just like me trying to do something with
Yeah.
life, and took the exam and
Okay.
got it. And
So
yeah.
your
never
first
turned back, yeah.
brokerage, is it with Schofield Realty?
No, it was with First Mutual Realty.
Okay.
Then it was with
They still around?
Nevada I kind of moved around and I finally found the place I want to be, which is Schofield.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you why. So basically I went to 2 small brokerages. Nothing wrong with that. You guys should, it's about how you guys want to,
Mm-hmm.
run your business. Then I ended up at Berkshire Hathaway
Yeah.
about 2 years. And then I said, okay, well, this name isn't doing it. I'm doing most of the work. Yeah, I really do. I am doing most of the work. So,
Sure.
what do I really need now? And I thought, okay, what do I need? I needed training.
Yeah.
Training. Like something popped up at midnight. I'm going to be like, hey, how do I do this? And I needed a broker who was actually there.
Okay.
It ended up being Kirby Schofield.
Nice.
Who's my broker.
Now, let's talk about what makes a good realtor.
Okay, so I was thinking about this. Like, I always thought about
Why should I hire you to be my agent?
it is communication. It's as cliche as it may sound.
Yeah.
It's communications, and I'll tell you why. A lot of the time, especially now, more so now, I know
Yeah.
it's busy. Everybody wants a house, so they're like, I don't really have to say much. Like they're all coming and they just want a house, right?
Yeah.
But you're still responsible for these people's lives at the end of the day, whether it's a $200,000 condo or a $2 million home. Like communication is truly important.
Yeah.
Like when I say communication, it's not only the easy talks and just joking around, but can you have this tough, conversation with your client?
Sure.
Like, hey, Dan just told me your credit score was not 610.
Yes.
It's 510.
I heard it sucked.
Yeah. So like, bro, what happened? Or like, why didn't you tell me about the bank? These kind of.
You just press the abort button right there.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so let's just say that you had a conversation with your client. You spoke to Dan. Dan's your lender. Dan community. Did I say Dan? Dan communicates with you and lets you know that, hey, we can't get this guy financed. So do you just throw that client away? What is your next step at that point?
Actually, I have the situation now. I asked Dan, what do we need to do? Number one, what is it that we need to do? Is it like when you say, okay, let's say it's credit issues, right?
Yeah.
Where are we at? Like, what did he do? Is it like credit cards maxed out? Like, what is it? Whether or not we end up allowing, or he ends up buying a house because he fixes the credit, or he can't, the fact that I can become a friend to somebody and say, hey, I mean, you probably won't get a house for the next 10 years, but hey, do you want to work on your credit? And become a friend because, listen to this. He might know that person who needs a house and he's going to be like, I appreciate Sharon. She stuck through and she picked up my phone calls at 9. And Dan, he's like saying, your credit sucks, but still he stuck it through. And we can, it's at the end of the day, you can get a referral through that. Like you can't just throw it away.
Okay, so let's run this scenario.
What is it?
So Dan,
go ahead, Dan.
So now Dan, let's just say, how do you start that conversation out what do you look for as far as if they're not approved? Like,
Dan.
What happens from there?
As far as the credit score?
Yeah, let's just say the credit score. I mean, explain the whole process.
Yes. Normally there's a reason why people are in that position. I'm not saying that they're bad people.
No, exactly. No.
They're not. Maybe they just they're uneducated.
Yes.
Or they don't understand.
Yes.
Right? And I think that's the biggest part.
Yeah.
Now equal to that though, the problem is that people, when you get the advice or they get the information that's needed, sometimes it's a quick fix. Sometimes it's 6 months, 12 months.
Right.
And the problem is somehow down that road, most people that need credit services or credit support fall off and they don't do it. So to answer your question, it's a case by case, but if you look at the credit, if there's a quick fix, we can definitely guide them.
Okay.
If it's something where we got to delete it or tell them how to delete it.
Right.
Again, deleting stuff back in the day, 10, 15 years, 20 years ago.
Was it easy?
A lot easier.
Oh.
You can't do it now, huh?
Yeah. I mean, you got a lot of regulations in place where they're not going to just say, well, give us this letter and we're going to do it. You could still do it. But don't think that the success rate is going to be the same as it was 20 years ago.
Well, the TikTokers make it really easy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what upsets me is when they're like, I'm working with a third-party company. They're going to fix my credit. And the first thing I ask them is, how much are they charging you? It's only $99 a month. But then I tell them, did you know they really make money on a month-to-month? Do you think they're going to fix your credit within 30 days?
No.
Or they're going to stretch this thing out? Then I ask them, what are they doing? They're like, oh, they're just disputing everything. I'm like, oh my God, that's like the worst thing that you can do. You're not doing anything. It's not helping you, believe it or not, by disputing it, right? So let's kind of go through this scenario because I think this is very important for the consumer because a lot of times people get discouraged. They think they have a credit score of 620 and they're like, oh, I can't get a home or this is just too hard work, right? So kind of explain that, Dan. Right? Kind of go through that whole process, okay? Because everybody has a different case scenario, and sometimes people can literally get things done within 60, 90 days. And I think what's most important is that the system that you have in place, right, is a credit simulator. Kind of explain that credit simulator, right? And what's the benefit by talking to a lender to help you out versus a third-party company creditor? Like, explain the pros and cons. And the process.
Well, I would say that when you talk to a third party, they're looking out for their best interest.
Yes.
Right. So just like you said, the $100 a month, they're going to look at it. Now, are they going to push it to a point where they're going to get themselves in trouble or you're not going to see progress? No, but you're going to see very slow progress.
I see.
Whereas a lender, it's a little different. A lender's going to give you the quickest route to try to get yourself in a position to buy a home. What do they have to gain from it? Really just buying a home, right? So if you don't do it, it's nothing to the lender because the lender's not charging you a monthly fee.
Right.
Right. So I think you look at it from a perspective of, okay, well, which way should I go?
Yeah.
I think everybody's got a different goal in mind. If you're trying to buy a home, it's going to come down to who you trust too. But if you're going to go buy a home, you know, I think you would want to start to say, okay, what is there? Is there a quick fix? That's where the simulator comes in. If you have a bunch of money to throw at something, that's always good.
Yeah.
Like when you got somebody that's got, maybe $500,000 in the bank, right? And they got some collections or they got some stuff. Well, you got some room to work with because you got some money,
Right.
So to counter that, you got money to pay off things, maybe delete stuff. But the problem is that the ways that we used to do it before, which is that quick fix, let's add somebody onto a credit card to kind of generate that credit. It's somewhat of a manipulation thing, right? For that, it's also like if you paid off something and you didn't get it deleted or you asked to get it deleted. The problem is that banks and not just banks, but people and creditors know in general that we're not going to just do that. Plus, they have to follow regulations. So it sometimes doesn't work. The quickest thing to do is like, look, okay, why are you in the position you're in? Okay, did you have something that's old on your credit? If it's more than 12 months, it's probably not affecting your score as much as you think it is.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
That's
and
good
it's
to know.
Right. If you had a collection or some type of derogatory account, even if you paid it off, that doesn't mean your score is going to jump right up. It doesn't mean like, oh, so I had an account 2 years ago that's in collections. I'm going to pay this off, and my score is going to jump 80 points. It's already dinged your credit. The only way to get that fixed is get it deleted completely.
Good to know.
Damn, Dan just sprinkled some fairy tips on you guys. Look at that. Sharon, let me ask you this right here. I think this is also important too as well. Oops. Oh my God, I don't know what's going on. Oh, we got a call. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to delete that call right now. I'm sorry, we can't take that call.
I thought that was a call for the show.
That is, but we got to delete it because we don't have that much time. So I do apologize. But Sharon, let me ask you this.
Yes.
How do you set up your clients for success in today's market? Because it's such a challenging market, especially if you are at the 400,000 range and below. You know how tough it is right now. What is it that you do?
I ask questions. I literally ask questions all day because sometimes they don't know what to tell you and they don't know what not to tell you. So the first thing I do is before they always call me and say, hey, I want to look at this house. It was so nice and open floor plan and sun comes in from here and feng shui is great. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So why are you trying to buy a house? Okay. In those questions, I always ask, do you know your credit score?
Yeah.
I do. I really do.
That's a good question.
Because and when they say yes, Credit Karma said, I was like, great, Credit Karma is amazing. So what does Credit Karma say? Minus 10 points from there. But I always
10 points from there.
But I always ask, what is your credit score? Do you know your credit score?
Yeah.
Okay. How many credit cards do you have? And they're like, why are you asking these? And I'm like, well, I'll tell you why I'm asking. Okay. Because I need to know if you know where you're at financially in order for you to take on a debt that's what, $250,000 or $500,000, and can you like live a normal balanced life?
I think a lot of consumers have it backwards where they want to go look at the home first, get hyped up, then they want to buy a home.
Yeah, and actually it's the other way.
Yeah,
they should really talk to Dan.
Yeah, so everybody contact me first, and then don't.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go back.
Yeah. Well, they should contact Dan or somebody first. And figure out, oh my goodness, because they don't know. They forget about that debt or they forget about that collection. You know, you never know. So
even on Credit Karma though, like you say, my question is 1 out of 10, right?
Right.
So like if I said, hey, what's your score 1 out of 10? If somebody comes back and gives me an answer, they're probably monitoring their credit. Like if I ask Chuck or ask you guys, you'd be like, oh, it's right here. It's when you're like, I don't know. I haven't checked it in a while. You know, I don't know. I had some stuff happen a few years ago. And that's it's honest truth. I mean, it is what it is. But
and that's what it is. Truly, you just sit down and ask questions.
And here's what I get when they say, "Hey, look, I know I can get qualified for 400."
Yeah.
But what it really comes down to, it's not really what you're qualified for. It's what your
Correct.
comfort level as
Yes.
far as the monthly payment.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of times consumers, they will look at it and say, hey, 400,000, that's not that bad. But when you slap them in the face with the monthly payment based upon their down payment in the loan program,
And then
it's
they're
like,
just like,
wait a
minute,
second.
yeah.
Can we drop that down to about 1,300? Well, 1,300 is going to give you $185,000.
You know, I think also too, when you talk to
Yeah.
somebody about their credit, it's almost like not embarrassing, but it's a little bit private.
Yes.
Right. And I think that's one of those things where to get maybe some people just don't want to talk about.
I mean,
their
that's
credit,
true.
you know?
But, I was trying to make it quick. But, of course, you have to build that rapport first.
Yeah.
Of course, you have to build that relationship first before saying, hey, what's your credit,
So they have to trust you.
Yes. And I take a long time. The beginning process is really long with me.
Yeah.
Some of them are like, you're taking forever. I'm sorry. That's how I do my business. I mean, because at the end, can we close and get you this house?
But you know what about that, Sharon?
What is it?
It would be better to have the right questions asked and build the
Absolutely.
trust
Thank
than say,
you.
you know what, I'm going to
Thank
go
you.
down there
Absolutely.
and I'm just going to wing it. I'm going to show up at a place and I'm going to say, you know what, have
And-
you gotten all this done?
Yes,
No.
see?
And you're winging it.
And
right?
when you wing it and then you ask them, hey, did you get pre-approved? They're going to sit there and look at you like, well, why are you asking me this now?
Yes.
It's when people say you have to educate your clients, that's educating them. It's not like sitting down, hey, you have to do this. It's not that. It's like making it natural, talking to them about something. Hey, you want to go meet up Starbucks? I haven't seen you, so let me make sure you're a real person and you're not going to kill me.
Now, let's talk about what advice can you give to a first-time home buyer?
I would like to say do your research. Now, it doesn't mean go to your hairdresser and the cousins like I'm a realtor, go ask these. I'm talking about go online, do your research. What is it like buying a house, right? What's a down payment? What's a closing cost? What questions should I ask my realtor? And what questions should I ask my lender?
Yeah.
Like that stuff. Not TikToks. TikTok's great, but I'm saying really do your research and write down questions that you want to ask. There are questions that your realtor cannot answer if it's financial stuff, So
I was
think
going to say 83% of buyers, first-time buyers, don't know the process.
This is why I love this talk show. I think this is a great
83%.
And you know
And
what I
it's important.
noticed is that a lot of first-time home buyers, they think that they have to pay a realtor a fee.
Exactly. And it's, yes and no, but no, I think the buyers have to understand they're not really paying.
Yeah.
They're not. I don't know how to say it. I'm so afraid I'm gonna get sued. But
Hey, you know
Don't
what?
be afraid. Just go for it.
This is
buyers
a
aren't
disclaimer.
paying. Well, buyers aren't paying the realtors. Is all I
Yeah.
can
So
say.
basically, the commission comes from the selling
Seller
side.
side, yes.
However,
Yes.
I do want to disclose that some brokerages may charge a transaction fee, and that
I do.
transaction fee is in place because what happens, according to the real estate division, every single file with that company has to be held for the next 7 years. So somebody has to maintain that file. Now, fees can range from $0 up to, I've seen up to $600. So it's case by case basis, but that's where the value is, right? If you're going to pay a realtor $500, then are you getting the value that you should be getting?
Exactly.
Okay, so that's why you should screen every single realtor.
Absolutely.
Now, what measures can a new home buyer or precautions that a new home buyer would actually take, especially talking to agents? Because sometimes what they do is they talk to like one person and they're like, let's just go with this person. Should they be interviewing other agents too as well? Or
Absolutely.
even lenders?
Absolutely. I think so. I don't know, Dan. What do you think? I think they should interview both realtors and lenders.
I think everybody should be, it's got to have synergy.
Yeah.
Right? You can't just work with somebody that's going to have friction. But just like you said, bring
Did you say synergy?
Synergy.
Say it again.
Synergy.
I feel it.
You feel it?
I feel it.
Because like you said before we started, is the last thing you want is a lender that you don't screen, or even a realtor that maybe is not interviewed, where you're out looking at a property and these people didn't qualify for a home. So that's where the screening and the whole process of understanding who you're working with.
I know that as a first-time home buyer, buying a home could be very stressful
and intimidating.
and also fun at the same time. I think the fun part, right? The fun part is going out, looking at homes,
That's the fun part.
Part
guys.
that sucks is working with the lender.
Yes, that's
So it
Yes,
seems like the
guys.
realtor, right, is like the superstar, but not knowing that their lender also plays a big part, a
Yes.
big role of the transaction.
yes.
I just look at myself as one big punching bag for everybody. You know,
You know what? Yes, Dan. I like your mentality.
I just keep taking blows,
Yes.
right? And then
Yes.
it's like, hopefully at the end of the day, everybody comes out with a set of keys.
Yes, this is true. This is true.
Isn't that crazy? Like,
But I think also I think it's the realtor's job to communicate. I know I can't use this word enough. You have to communicate with your lender as
no,
well.
I think
Not
that's a
only your
big key.
No,
Communication is a big key.
yeah, really, call your lender at the end of the day and say,
Yeah.
hey, Dan, guess what? So this is what happened. These are the homes that we looked at. Just letting you know. And within this conversation, he might just say, hey, look, I don't think we can do that much. I think
Yeah.
you're gonna have to, you know what I'm trying to say? But you should end your day by briefing your lender what you did with your client with that lender.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I actually want to get into the financing right now with Dan. What's going on with the financing, my brother?
Got a few things going on. So the big meeting tomorrow with the Fed,
Okay.
symposium, right?
Okay.
It's going to happen tomorrow. They're going to find out and see if we're going to extend on tapering,
Okay.
or they're going to stop tapering.
Explain the taper.
Well, the
for
tapering
audience.
is they're just buying bonds at a bulk,
Okay.
right? And it's to kind of manipulate the markets, if you want to call it, keep rates
Fed's
low.
buying up everything, huh?
Yeah, short-term bonds or short-term rates low. So that's going to be tomorrow. That's a big meeting, right? They're going to see what the inflation numbers are and everything else. Right now, rates are starting to creep up just a little. Not bad. I mean, conventional loans are probably the predominant loan that we do right now, or the program.
I would say
So-
probably about 99.9% of my clients are all conventional at this time.
Although VA does make a strong second. VAs,
Yes.
there's a lot of people out there, VA buyers. Unfortunately, FHA buyers are a lot of them first-time home buyers. They're kind of pushed on the side, right? So I'm seeing that rates are in the high twos for the government loans, and we're starting to creep up into the very low threes when you talk about conventional loans.
Yeah.
There was a survey or some information that came out was buyers today, right? And you look at buyers of who's buying and what's their goals. So you look at millennials, and millennials are actually looking to be where they're not mortgage broke, right? They're looking at their mortgage,
Yeah.
right? And that's
Yes.
a big thing right now. They're like,
Yes.
hey, I want to make sure my payment is
Correct.
exactly where it's going to be. I don't want to push myself to a point.
We just talked about this, payment
Yeah.
sensitive.
Yeah.
Yes. That's very
You look
true.
at Generation X, right? They're looking for big space. They're looking for big homes. Why is that though? That's 40s, 50s, like, you know, right? That's right when your sweet spot. That's demographics. That's where
Yes.
people are really starting to come into their own
Yeah.
and starting to invest and become into what, you know, obviously they're making a living. A lot of them have successful businesses. So you're starting to see that. And then if you look at the baby boomers, they're starting to downsize. They're looking to
This
not
is
only downsize, they're looking for long-term position where they're going to say, you know what, I'm not going to go to these homes and stuff where I'm just going to die there. I'm going to just die in my house, right? So that's what they want,
Yes,
right?
this is
And so
true.
you're seeing this data out there.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of information on that. As far as what's going on in the lending process of things and also the lending world, well, we have bank statement programs. There's a lot of stuff that replace stated. There's nothing out there that's stated, but this is
Explain
Yes.
that bank statement loans. This is important.
Yes,
Yes.
I just closed on a home with a client who did a loan.
Not
with
every
bank
lenders
statement.
could actually pull this thing off.
No. And
no, I mean, bank statement programs are a great alternative for if you're not showing the income on your taxes
Yeah.
as a self-employed buyer. This will give you an alternative. Now, what they're doing is they're becoming more lenient. So what I've seen is you used to have to put 20% down. Now I see banks doing it at 10.
Are they doing like a 24-month trail, or can you still do like a 12?
You can do 12 or 24
Oh,
months,
really?
depending on what you're trying to accomplish, right?
Okay.
And obviously, if you got the 24 months, you got 2 years history, then that you can get into that. So the leniency on those is there. There's also other programs that's coming out where you have like investment properties where you used to have to qualify. You used to put all these properties on like your sheet, right? And you'd be like, okay, what did you write off? What did the CPA give you at the end of it all? Right?
Yeah.
And so you look at it and you go, okay, well, what are banks doing? Banks are now saying it's like almost like a commercial loan. They're looking at the returns on the property and the returns on investment, and that's how they're judging you on getting an investment property now. So this is a new program that's rolled out. It's not brand new, but it's been new and starting to become popular because they're not looking directly at your income. Now they're looking at the property and what the property can produce. So that's another program that's coming out. So other than that, there's not much new that's going on. I can keep going, but Probably
Yeah.
a lot of boring information.
Stop
stop right
confusing people. What we want to know is just what was the last rate that you locked somebody into?
2.99.
2.99. So let's get into the market reports for the month of July. We just got a full market report here. Month of July here. Let's take a look. The median price point for a home across the valley, $405,000. New homes last month, we sold 455. Resale, 3,582. Short sales, 3. Deed of trust, 13. That means where they actually took it to the county courthouse. REOs, basic real estate owned. That means it didn't sell at the courthouse. The banks took it back, listed with an agent. 29 of them have sold. According to Clark County, the total is 4,082. We have notice of defaults. Notice of defaults, 72. Basically, this is where they're 90 days late. Notice of sale. That means they're filing for the sale. Total 53. As you can see right above here, this kind of breaks it down. Make it very simple for you. This is a courtesy of Clear Title. That's right, Clear Title. So now let's break it down with the market activities by zip codes. So we're not going to go through every single zip code. However, if you guys would like a full market report here for the month of July, please send me an email at chakits.k@gmail.com, and I will be happy to send you out this full monthly report. Now, let's take a look at this by zip codes for the month of July. Now, if we take a look on this side right, here's the west side, here's the east side, here's the north, and here is the south. Believe it or not, things have slowed for homes that are priced at $450,000 and below. What I'm starting to notice right now in the marketplace, we are not submitting offers $15,000 above, depending on the condition, but also depending on the location too as well. You may have to submit it above. So it's going to be case by case basis. Sure. But this is going to give you a barometer as far as, let's take a look at an example here. In 89123, as you can see, it's 19%. SUMMERLIN, 25%. Man, things are still increasing in price. Kind of go over this real quickly here. Okay, let's see what else we have. I think this is important right here because this has to do with guarantee rate mortgage. As you can see, Quicken Loans is top of the chain at 12.5%. They're closing on a bunch of loans. Where are we at, Dan, with your company here? Guarantee rate. Where are we? Guarantee rate.
I don't know on that sheet, man.
Where are you at, Dan?
Where did you get this at?
Is this false information? Well, guys, here's the thing, okay? If you guys, like I said, if you guys want this information, just send me an email. I'll be happy to email it to you. Just say, hey, Chuck, I am requesting the monthly report for the month of July. I'll be happy to send it on over to you. Also, the other thing is that whenever you guys have some free time, what I want you guys to do here is to check out Sharon, right? Look at this. This is her website. We got to plug in her website real quick. And also, if you guys are interested in purchasing a home, I want you to give her a call. I will also have a link in the description below too as well. And Dan French, the man himself.
You know what you could say on your name? I was thinking about it right now.
Oh, please.
Sharon Cho, meet me for pho.
No, but really, I'll buy you pho. But there's going to be a lot of questions.
I love her. I love her like sarcastic remarks.
No, go ahead.
Then I
meet
buy
me.
you
Yes.
the pho.
Hey,
I can buy.
Hey, you know what? You know what I like about her?
house.
She can handle her own.
Yes.
that's what I'm saying.
You know what? I love that. So whenever you guys have some free time, I want you guys to check out Dan French's website or on his YouTube channel. Every Tuesday, every Saturdays, he does have a podcast. He talks about real estate and also financing. He has a lot of our agents on that show too as well. Like I said, whenever you have some free time, check out Sharon Cho.
Yes.
She definitely wants to help you guys out in purchasing a home. And also, if you guys haven't had a chance to subscribe to this channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Also, go to all our social media and hit that follow button. Other than that, I really appreciate each and every one of you guys from the bottom of my heart.